All right, what's going on, guys? Yes, Kevin, happy Webflow conference day. I guess that's starting in about an hour or so, so that should be interesting. We'll see what's going on there. But yes, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Anum, and every day, Monday through Friday, we get together right here on YouTube and we try to figure out how we're going to build ourselves a company which is going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Now, about the video that we made, I guess last week, but we published it yesterday. So here's the first, 24 hours or so. So we do have some data that's trickling in here. And I mean, I'm not sure what to make of it just yet, but basically it's not looking too good, I will say right now. So it's getting impressions. So it has 89 impressions and it's had 4 views. And in terms of the duration of how long people are viewing it, it's not long at all, right? So it looks like basically people are clicking it, seeing it, and then that's that. So I think we're gonna have to work on figuring out how we can have good retention in our videos. So how are we gonna do that yet? I don't know. I would like to get some more data. We'll see if we actually get some more people watching this video or what have you. So yeah, not the greatest start, but it's getting impressions, but it's not getting clicks. So that's also another thing. Is that the thumbnail issue? I don't know. So it's really interesting because there's so many different things you need to think about as to why your video is performing the way that it is. Is it the thumbnail? Is it the content? Is it not getting to the right audience? Which is kind of weird. I think that's what YouTube's supposed to do. They're the ones who are supposed to, the algorithm feed content they think that people do want to see, right? Based on their history and all that kind of stuff. So, but then of course YouTube doesn't know this channel as well too. So it's just new. So, I mean, it's not like I'm throwing in the towel after 24 hours, but just, looking at this initial data and then just basically, I guess, seeing what's what. So that's where we are with that. But what I figured we would do today, which I totally forgot to do, is we have our actual website here and we have our blog. So it just makes sense for us to put the contents of that video into a blog format so that we can actually just display it on our website, which just I think makes the most sense. So let's go do that. And I've actually never done this before. I've never taken a video and turned it into a blog. So let's just see how that goes, I guess. I don't want to zoom in too much here so it's not too big for me. Okay, and we got about an hour until the conference starts, but I don't know. I still need to finish this until it's done, basically. So, but anyways, let's see how long this is going to take us to do. Okay. One thing that we need to do. We're probably going to need images and screenshots of the things that we were doing within WordPress, Webflow, and Ghost. So maybe let's get those kind of fired up so I can get those screenshots. And I probably have a Word document. I do have my initial script. So I have this here. So we can use this to try to get to just try to get some of that content. Okay, let's open this up. And we just go to the edit page. Yeah, so just like when we're going here in Flywheel, we can get some of these screenshots if need be. Maybe the first thing we should do is actually just write the actual post. I wonder if we should use this or if we should use like Word first, and then once we use Word, then we can just copy and paste it, because this editor is much better than using like this editor, I think, anyways. There's a few things we need to do. We also need to get metadata in here as well too. So there's a few other things that we can do in this. Actually, let's go back. Let's exit without saving. In this collection, we probably want to add, we have a category, but we want to add what is it that we want to add? What am I thinking? We want to add metadata information so that when it's on the blog post, we can actually, let's put it right here. When we go into the details here, we got meta description, we got the post summary, but I thought there was other stuff too that we can put in here. Oh, maybe there isn't. Might have to think about that. There might be some stuff we want to put here in the body tags to give it more descriptions for metadata. Anyways, we'll worry about that later. Let's just get to the writing, I guess. I think that's going to make the most sense. And I think I'm actually just going to throw up a new document. Okay, so we could say, let's get started. Learn 3 different ways. Functional website on your own domain. Going to learn how to set up a website using WordPress. Ghost? No, we use WEBFLOW. WEBFLOW and Ghost. Before we get started, maybe I could just talk about what the first thing it is that we need. WordPress, WEBFLOW, and Ghost. And we could probably have hyperlinks to these as well too. So step 1, purchase a domain. The first thing that, should I say you or we? The first thing that you are going to need, or the first thing that we're going to need? Probably we're, because we're doing it together, I guess. To need is a domain name. There are many different providers that you can use to purchase a domain name from. Such as, we could just go GoDaddy. What are domain names? I guess you can even go like domain.com. Where to buy a domain name? Yeah, GoDaddy comes up. That Namecheap, Bluehost. Never heard of this one. Let's just stick with what I said in the video, such as GoDaddy and DreamHost. But for this tutorial, I'm going to use Namecheap. If you want to, I want to say something like you can follow along this tutorial using whichever like hosting provider you want, but it's going to be easiest for you to use Namecheap if that's what like if you want to follow step by step. What was that weird looseness here on my mic? Okay. Oh, still feeling really thirsty. Oh my goodness, got some ice. Okay. I could say, but if you want to follow along, follow along, exactly, step by step, use Namecheap. Namecheap, which is which is the platform that I've used for years to buy all my domains. Something like that. Okay. And then I guess we can even have, we can maybe put this in bullet points. Okay. Steps to purchase your domain name. There we go. 1. Log in or create an account at namecheap.com. And then number 2 would be, well, let me just bring this up here real quick. Because where do we have Namecheap here?
Okay, so here we are in Namecheap, and I'm going to go ahead and search for pixelated.
Yeah, search for your domain. Domain you want to buy. And add to cart.
Pixelated.com. Great, it's available for just under $10. I'm gonna add to cart and checkout. Okay, so
right. Oh, where'd we go? Up. Oh, jeez. Click add to cart when you find the perfect domain for you. When you find your perfect domain. Perfect domain. And then you want to click on checkout. And then when you click checkout,
all that's left to do is we need to add in our payment details. Mine are already in.
So add your payment details, right? Details during the checkout process. And then you click pay now. Click pay now to complete the transaction. Okay. You now have the domain where you are I'm going to use to, well, how do you say it? Like the domain that you're going to use to host your website? I don't know if that's the right terminology. Or you now have your very own domain for your website. I don't know, something cheesy like that. We could wordsmith it once we get this first draft done here. Okay. 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 So we're gonna go method 1. We'll just say WordPress. For our first method, we are going to use WordPress as are, should we say, like in the video, what do we talk about here? WordPress is the most popular content management system. I think I cut this stuff out of the video. But I don't know if it makes sense if we should put it in the blog post. Okay. Maybe say we're going to use WordPress. Let me say WordPress is the most popular content management system on the web. On the web, there are tens of thousands of themes and plugins available to you for you to build. Build the website of your dreams. I think I should probably do some cutting and pasting from my original script to this, but sometimes it's okay to just write things out again. Okay, for our first method, we're going to use WordPress. WordPress is the most popular content system. Okay. And one of the best things about WordPress is that it comes default with a great theme for you to get started with. I don't know how much we should talk about WordPress and how it can have different themes and all that kind of stuff. That's not really the primary reason for making this blog post. It's not like to teach about WordPress, but yeah, I don't know. Feels like these should be separate videos for each platform so that they're shorter and more targeted. Yeah, that's would have been helpful to hear that feedback last week. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. So as opposed to, well, I think the idea in my mind was, hey, maybe we can just create this video that just dumps a whole lot of valuable information where people could just, who are basically new and they want to get a website, they're like, oh, well, here are the different options that I do have. So it's one video that they can get that information. But yeah, I think what we can do is in the future is we can do more in-depth videos of each individual platform and then kind of teach people that way. So yeah, there could be lots of different ways that we can do that. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So Kevin's saying again, yeah, the first video was showing you what platforms are out there. Once they've chosen, they just need one of these videos on how to connect to their chosen platform. Yeah, and how to do things a little bit more, a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe film this while keeping in mind you'll chop it up. You mean in terms of, what do you mean? Do you mean in terms of filming this like right now, or are you talking about just filming something else? Because this right here, this is because we're writing the blog post, right? This is just going to go on our website where we're going to have the video as well, just front and center on Pixel, right? This is annoying. Oh, goodness. My throat is still crazy. Oh, understood. Yeah, okay. So maybe a little bit of a miscommunication or whatever. But yeah, so the video's already live. It's already out there. And maybe even the blog post. Yeah, maybe we can do other blog posts in the future. Yeah, I think, oh, geez, excuse me. Yeah, like I was saying, this is our first video and this is our first foray into our, content marketing strategy. So lots to learn, lots to get valuable information and feedback from as we move forward. And then, yeah, we can see how other videos are going to perform that are more targeted to one specific thing, which I think probably will make the most sense too. Especially if we think of more like evergreen kind of content where people might be searching for something specific, like how do I build my first Webflow website, or how do I build a Webflow website, or how do I build a Ghost website, all those kinds of things, right? And then we could go into a little bit more detail of how to do those things on an individual basis. But again, it's still very early. We'll see how this video ends up performing. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. This is really frustrating. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So one of the best things WordPress, as that comes to default, great theme for you to get started with. Which is what we are going to get started on today. So with all that being said, maybe we should do something here at the beginning of this blog post to really kind of illustrate what this is all about. And 3 different ways to build now. This tutorial is going to be very basic and just provide you with a step-by-step guide to getting a website it's gonna be wait you with step-by-step instructions on how to how to launch a website. How to launch a website with a free theme using maybe then we could go with using WordPress, something like that. I don't know if we should say very basic, because maybe that's for people that have never done this before, it's not really very basic. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're not going to teach you the ins and outs of how to code anything or how to like make your own theme or anything like that. It's just, yeah. This tutorial will provide you with step-by-step instructions on how to launch a website with a free theme. Yeah. Maybe like a basic, maybe we can say a basic website with a blog. Maybe something like that. Or essentials, like, yeah, high level or essential, yeah. Yeah, with the essential step-by-step instructions on how to launch a basic website with a blog using WordPress, Webflow, and Ghost. Yeah, okay. Hopefully that's good. Oh my goodness, I'm really sorry, guys. Ugh, my goodness. Okay. Method 1, yeah, WordPress. Okay, our first method, we're going to use WordPress. WordPress is most blah, blah, blah. Default with a great theme for get started with, which is what we are going to do today. Okay. Steps. Oh, wait. We need to do something about hosting. This is maybe that'll be a little heading. Hosting options. With WordPress, we need to have a hosting platform where we can basically like deploy. What's the word? Where we can like launch. Have a hosting platform where we can deploy. Let's see. What did I write here? Blah blah blah. With WordPress, we need to have a hosting platform which will be home to all of our content. Jeez. There are lots of options when it comes to hosting. And then we can say Bluehost. When I say Bluehost, do I mean DreamHost? No, I think I do mean. Do I mean Bluehost or do I mean DreamHost? Oh, I can't remember now. Where your site will live. Yes, thank you. I like that. Which will be where your website will live. Bluehost. Bluehost is one of the more, we won't say cheaper, affordable options when it comes to hosting, while also providing good service. And then we'll say Flywheel. Flywheel is my preferred WordPress host because they are dedicated to only hosting WordPress websites, and because of this, they are experts at it. For this tutorial, we are going to set up our website in Flywheel. Okay, and then we'll go steps to launching a website, a WordPress website with Flywheel. Okay. And then we'll go over our steps. So create. So sign in or create a site in Flywheel. It's actually surprising, like, how easy it is once you get through everything. Like, there's not too much to do.
Here we are in Flywheel.
I'm just gonna throw this on my other monitor actually, just so I don't have to go back and forth, so I can do this a little bit faster.
I'm gonna go through this section pretty fast, so feel free to watch this at half speed, or if you want to follow along, just stop and start it to make sure that you don't miss anything.
Basically, I'm going with what I'm saying in the video and going through those steps so that when I'm in the, like once we finish writing this, I'm going to go in the video and I'm going to just get those screenshots of all those different steps that I've done, just so that we'll put them in the actual blog post, right?
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is log in, or if you're new, click on Get Started and create your account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. And once we do that, we're going to go ahead and click on Create
a new site. Click on create a new site. Okay.
A new site. We're going to select a plan.
Select a plan by clicking on create a plan.
To associate with the site, and we're going to select the time.
All right. Choose your choose your plan. You'll probably want the tiny plan and select whether you want to be billed annually, save a bit of money, or monthly. Okay.
Any plan, which is $13 a month, which is perfect. We're going to give our subscription a name.
Give your subscription a name. What else do we need to do?
And we're going to go ahead and add in all of our billing information. So you start with your billing.
Okay, so add payment method. This is your credit card info. And then add subscription billing address. When ready, click on purchase.
Billing details are done. We're going to add that, and then we're going to click on purchase. Perfect. Everything went through. So we're going to go ahead and give ourselves.
Okay. Once payment has gone through, you'll be prompted to add a site name and temporary domain. And I think what we'll do is in the screenshots, like there'll be screenshots below like each of these points, and we'll put what we put in because we did all like the pixelated stuff. So we'll do that on the images just so people can see.
Give ourselves a site name. We're going to call it pixelated, and then we're going to give it a temporary domain. The same thing, just pixelated. We're going to go ahead and
all right. Then we need to create a WordPress admin username and password. This is very important to remember, as this is how you'll log into your site to be able to edit all content on your website. We might be able to find a better way of wording that in the future, but I think that's okay for now. Okay, let me put that up there a little bit so you guys can see. Okay. Where are we?
WordPress admin username and password. Be sure to remember what those are because you're going to need that to log into your account once it's all set up. And there we go.
Okay. From your new what is this place? I think it's like basically your dashboard. So like when you go into Flywheel, I guess this is This is the subscription plan that you set up. I'm just trying to think of what the name is for this thing. Site plan.
Name and password. Be sure to remember what the and
You'll now be taken to the dashboard for your new site, for your new site plan. And on the overview tab, click on add domain. Just click on add domain. And on the overview, no, ignore that.
And there we go. So now that we have our site set up, we're gonna go ahead and
Add the domain that you purchased from step 1.
our domain to it. And of course, our domain is pixelated.com. And of course, .com. So we're going to go ahead and add that. We want to make it.
Make sure to select make domain.com the primary domain and add www.domain.com. Make sure that are selected. And click next.
Primary domain. So we're going to select that checkbox, and then we're going to click on next. Okay, now this is where we need to update.
You'll be given DNS records to update in Namecheap or the registrar of your choice. Log into Namecheap. So when we log into Namecheap, hang on, let me actually log into it here. Hang on, where's my... Okay. Oop. From your dashboard, find the domain you want to use and select manage. And then select advanced DNS. If this is a new domain, remove all you can delete all records that you see listed. Okay. For each record listed in Flywheel, I'll click add new record and add the type, host, and value value to just to Namecheap, I guess. All right. Oop. Then we add all the records.
Record. This one is an just make this lock and everything. Make sure that copy out.
Why is it being weird? Why is it going all the way over there? That's weird. Once all the records have been updated or have been added, added, go back to your Flywheel account and refresh the status of your domain. Until you see the status change to connected. Something like that. Once the domain is connected, we can add a select the three-dot menu on the left side. No, on the right side, sorry. On the right side. And click Add SSL certificate.
To be all ready to go. So while we're waiting, we're actually going to go ahead and add an SSL certificate.
Use simple SSL. Make sure all site domains are selected and click complete SSL setup. And
our website, and this of course makes sure that everything
go to say open a web browser and go to .domain.com to verify that your site is now live. And then we could say in the same browser, go to www.domain.com/wp-admin and log into your admin area using the username and password that you set up in step 10. Okay, congratulations. You've just set up a brand new website with your website like on your very own domain. Okay. So that's the steps for that. Steps to launching a WordPress website. I think we should do, yeah, that's still method 1. Okay. And now I guess we'll go method 2. And method 2, I think, is when we went with WEBFLOW, right?
See that option.
We just say, I think we just say WEBFLOW. Just like that. Okay. How many words? We're already at 717 words on this thing. Jeez, I thought it was going to be quick. But I mean, it is kind of quick, but it's all, yeah. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be like a detailed guide anyway, so that people can just see it and print it out or whatever. So. Okay. WEBFLOW. Okay. Right. And I think we got some stuff here with WEBFLOW. All right, let's actually just copy this because that's not bad. WEBFLOW is a visual edit and hosting platform, all in one, which gives you the power to create a fully functional website without writing any code. It is right now my absolute favorite tool for building websites, and it's what I use to build websites for all of my clients. And we could throw some links into there as well too for our like Pixel or whatever. So, it will only take us a few minutes, about 5 minutes, to create an account and launch our first website. Let's get started. Okay. And what do we say? Steps to launch. Yeah. Steps to launch a WEBFLOW website. Okay. All right. Go to webflow.com to create an account. All right. Click on, what are we going to say, plus new site. From your dashboard. Leo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you had a good evening. Last night. I was watching videos and I automatically in your stream now. Like you were just watching random videos and this thing came up. I'm not sure what that means, but that's cool. I'm thankful, grateful that you're here. Are you going to be watching the conference in oh geez, it's in like 9 minutes now. I think it is. Is it? What time is it? It's 9 a.m. Pacific. Right? Are they 4 hours ahead? Or is it at 1 p.m. my time? Anyways, if you guys know, Kevin, you know, because Kevin, you're gonna watch it, right? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Oh, it's 1 more hour. Okay, yeah. So I keep thinking I'm still in Eastern time, but I'm Atlantic, so we're 4 hours behind. No, they're 4 hours behind. We're 4 hours. We're into the future. We are in the future here on the East Coast. Okay. So, but yeah, not doing too bad, except for my throat. I guess I feel fine. Just when I start talking, it's just like, ugh. I just get like this gross, phlegmy, like build up. Sorry, that's gross. You guys, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear any of that stuff. But other than that, Doing just fine. Okay, steps to launch a WEBFLOW website. Okay, go to webflow.com, create an account, click on plus new site from the dashboard. And I think
here we are in my
just gotta
workspace. Now yours is going to look very similar to this one, except it's going to be empty. You're not going to have any. So we can either start with a blank. I'm going to go ahead and click on.
You can. What does it say?
New site or plus new site.
Select either blank site or template to get started. We say for this tutorial we are going to use oh shoot, I think you don't even need to do this step now that I'm thinking about it. Because when you're in WEBFLOW, so I said here, like, we're going to make a blank site.
Either start with a blank
Hang on.
canvas, or we can choose from a template. And of course, there's lots of free templates or some paid templates you can choose from. But what we're going to use today is a template that I actually created, which is perfect for beginners, and it is a great starter project for WEBFLOW. So we're going to go ahead and go to pixelpieces.com, and then we're going to click on templates. And then right down here, there's this.
Right. So you don't even need to do this step. So, like this one, like step 2 and 3, because when you clone a site, it's excuse me, like when you clone a site, it actually creates the whole site for you, right? You don't have to you don't create like a blank site. So I think we're gonna go to pixelpieces.com/templates/ where can we go here? Templates. Or maybe maybe I should just link to right here instead. Yeah, are there any more impressions? Let's just give this a quick refresh. We're at 89 impressions, and now we're at 107. So yeah, now we have over 100 impressions. And yeah, still no views. So it's showing up. And I wonder where the impressions show up though. That's the other thing. Are they showing up, just like on the sidebar when someone's scrolling, or is it showing up, when you get like, you watch a video and then it has like all those other videos that you can watch. So maybe that could be an impression. So maybe, like, I don't know what a good number is for what these impressions should be. So includes only impressions on YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, maybe a high click-through rate is not, I don't know. I don't know. Leo, I'm now building my own code editor again. Can you believe that I'm editing my code in GitHub? So let me see. So I know you're building your code editor. So, but now you're just saying you're using GitHub as your actual editor to edit the code for the editor. A little bit of a meta thing going on over there. Can I believe that? I don't know. I've never actually used GitHub as an actual place to edit code, to be honest. It was always a place to just use as a repository, right? GitHub, Bitbucket, whatever, all those different things. Well, that's interesting. How's that working for you? I used Sublime Text for the longest time as my code editor. But now I use Visual Studio, whatever the Microsoft version one is, which is kind of weird using the Microsoft thing, but I don't know. It's not bad. I find that it does the job. It does the job. I haven't been coding very much these days either, so haven't had a need to really worry too much about what's the best editor. Right. Well, I think I could even check out just real quick. Sorry, I'm totally off the rails here again, but if I go to my studio and my videos, where am I looking at? Where do you go? Oh, it's the analytics, I think. Oh boy. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to look at my analytics here for this channel and just kind of seeing stuff. But I guess we have here a 3.2% click-through rate. So I guess those are how people are finding my videos. But this isn't for the live streams. Live streams are a little bit different. Yeah, the live streams are way worse. It has a 0.9% click-through rate. So that's pretty low too. Again, is that normal? I have no idea. I should probably find out. What's oh, this one doesn't have a episode number? Oh my goodness. I've got to be more consistent in my naming. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, food for thought. Okay, back to work. Back to work. Okay. All right. So we wanted to get this. Yeah, go to and click. What are we clicking on? Must be here. All right. Click on clone in WEBFLOW. Now I'll say for this tutorial, we are going to use a free template that I created, which is a a minimal starter theme. It can be used. Starter theme. Perfect for. What is it perfect for? I mean, what do I say in the theme itself? Simple WEBFLOW website. Yeah. I'm going to use a free going to use a free template that I created called NakedFlow. A minimal starter theme, perfect for getting a simple blog up and running. I don't know, something like that. We clone it in WEBFLOW.
And we're going to click Create Site.
And then click Create Site. And give your new site a name. Okay.
And it's going to call Odun's Groovy Site. You can call it whatever it is you want, but I kind of like that, so we're going to stick with that, and we're going to hit Create Site. And really, it's just going to take a few minutes here to load up, and that is it. That's all it takes to go from a template to having a full-blown, ready-to-go project. And here it is right here in this designer. I'm just going to zoom in here so it's a little bit easier to see. Now, if we go to this publish button here, we can hit this publish with selected domains. We don't have a custom domain. We're going to load that up in a minute. So if we hit publish to this staging site, it's going to spend a few minutes here to just kind of load everything up, and we can go right over here, and we can actually review the website. So here it is. So this is our new Groovy website. Everything's working. The blog posts are working. The about page, everything is ready to go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a custom domain so that we can bring it into our own website or our own URL.
Okay, where did I click there to get to that? So we want to get to the WordPress settings page, or sorry, the WEBFLOW settings page. And I'm just going to describe. So here, you basically click this add a custom domain and it brings you to the right spot. So that's what I'm going to describe from here. As opposed to, you can hit this W thing on the top right, or top left, I should say. And then you can go to settings there as well in WordPress. But we'll go this way because I think that'll be the more straightforward way to go. Add a custom domain.
Custom domain so that we can bring it into our own website or our own URL.
In order to, right, so in order for anyone to be able to actually publish on a custom domain, you need to have a plan. So I'll say in order to publish to a custom domain, this project a new project, say to create a new project. This project will need to have a site plan added. Because this site will have a blog, we need to select upgrade to CMS. All right. And this one is, then you'll need to add your payment details and pay. I can't remember exactly how that works, but I think you just, yeah, I think we'll just need to just review this. I'm pretty sure I have a video of this when I did it. I think, oh no, I didn't. I did it right. The first time I did it, I purchased the plan, but then I wasn't actually screen recording, which was really frustrating. Right, so I'm just gonna have to review that to see what happens, and then just make sure I have that. I think it's just basically add your details and click like pay now or whatever it is. Okay, and then once you do that, add your payment details, you're ready to go. Then you go into publishing. So click on publishing in the left menu. Sorry, I'm just scrubbing through my video pretty quickly.
That's been set up to this.
Okay, right. So from here it says, so under click on add a custom domain. Select manually add domain. You'll be so Webflow will list new DNS records for you to add to Namecheap. How did we write this in the WordPress? It's basically the same thing. Right. Right. We're basically going to copy these steps. You'll be given new DNS to update in Namecheap, log in Namecheap, blah, blah, blah. This is a new domain. You can delete all records that you see listed. Yeah, this is listed for each record listed in Webflow. Click add new record and add the type, host, and value to Namecheap. Perfect.
So host, paste. Save all.
Once that is done, after a few minutes, Webflow will, well, what do you say that it'll be connected, right? How do you say that? Go back to Webflow and refresh. What are we refreshing?
All of these changes. So now this might take a few moments, but we're going to check our status.
And click check status. And wait until it changes to connected.
Okay.
So once connected, you can click publish and select the option to publish to production at your new domain. And then that's it. That is done. So not as many steps as WordPress, but not by much. Okay. All right. Method 3, ghost. All right. Ghost is a fantastic that focuses on publishing. And I'll just, don't need to crap on Webflow too much. Or WordPress, I should say. So we'll just kind of skip that. I love this platform because of its simplicity. I love this platform because of its simplicity and and I think I love simplicity. How else can we say? Like their editor is it's actually really nice to use. And maybe we'll say ease of use. Then we can say it is perfect for cultivating and building an audience. I love this platform because of its simplicity, ease of use, and then we could say maybe, and its ability to help you cultivate and build an online audience. And sell memberships. Yeah. Without taking a single penny in transaction fees, which is awesome. I really love Ghost. I actually wish that this blog was running on Ghost. And yeah, if WebFlow had an editor that was like Ghost's editor to blog, it would be like phenomenal. But Ghost is it's a really great platform. If you've never used it before, like give it a try. It is really, really cool. And best of all, it's open source. So you can just take it and you just install it on your own. You don't have to even pay Ghost like a penny if you don't want to. The only thing that costs money, of course, is if you do want to collect memberships, you have to use like a payment processor. And I'm pretty sure, I think Stripe is pretty much the only way that you can get started with Ghost. But they charge their 2.9% plus 30 cents or whatever, but it's really good. Leo, do I stream on Twitch? No, I don't. I really don't know anything about streaming, to be honest. I mean, I've been doing this for like almost 2 years, but I don't watch Twitch. I don't even have an account. I don't know how that's done. I don't know how to multi-stream to different like Twitch or YouTube. I don't even know if Twitch would even be better than streaming on YouTube because of the discoverability. I really don't know, to be honest. So, but I mean, no, I don't stream on Twitch. And should I? I don't know. Probably. But yeah, so that's it. Like all the alerts and stuff that people have, like I don't even know how to get that stuff working. Not to say that I can't figure it out. I've done a few episodes just trying to look at it and using Streamlabs and Stream Elements and all this stuff. I just haven't had time to set any of that stuff up. So I probably should learn and figure out how to do a better job at it. Do you watch Twitch yourself? And do you feel that I would be better served if I was live streaming on Twitch? Or maybe doing both? We've been doing a bunch, like stream here, like YouTube, Twitch, like Rumble. I guess Facebook has live, but I won't do Facebook. But yeah. All right. Okay. And Ghost. No, I don't use Twitch or use. You don't have it or use it. Well, fair enough. I'm curious. Why are you asking me? Just to see if that's just something that I do. Okay. All right. Steps to launch a Ghost website. Like WordPress, Ghost comes default with with a great theme, and also with a nice theme out of the box, and also has professional themes that are also free to choose from. Because it seems like you were answering questions on the topic of Ghost. I did not see a question about it in the YouTube chat. Oh yeah, no, that was just me just talking and answering hypothetical questions that no one was asking. So yeah, I tend to do that. I tend to just kind of ramble on. Just with my thoughts. Just me here alone with my thoughts. Just talking. But I do have to get my comments like working on here. I don't know. When I switched over some stuff in OBS to, it was like outputting it in 4K as opposed to 1080. And something happened with my comments not showing up. So something got fried somewhere, but I need to figure it out. And I need to, I don't know. There's got to be a better way, because I'm using a third-party application that takes YouTube comments, and then I take those comments and then I link them through OBS through another like little section where it creates basically this URL of the comments, which I then take it into like a browser source and then load them in. So there's got to be a better way of doing it, and I got to think that there's better integrations now between OBS and YouTube from when I started this like 2 years ago or whatever it was. So yeah, I need to figure it out. One of these days I'll get the stream looking better. I mean, I think it looks good, I guess, with my cameras and lights and stuff, but in terms of having some more interactions or more things, these hands are like on the screen. I'll get there eventually. Just never found it, I guess, that critical to do. But that being said, now that the comments, I can't even bring the comments up. That's really frustrating me. So I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, yeah. Steps to launch a Ghost website. Okay, so number 1. What do I say? Head to or go to? What do I say to? Go to or head to? Go to ghost.org and click, what is it? Get started? Let's find out. Ghost.org, get started -free. And click on get started -free. Okay. Add your name, email address, and password. Then click continue. And I think from there, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my details here. Add a publication name. Name, then click continue. Whoops. Continue.
Here. Add. Okay, it's asking for
And add payment details. And click start free trial. Note. Ghost will, I should say, well, this needs to be bold. Ghost will not charge you once the free 14-day trial period is over. To continue, you will have to select a plan. Continue after your trial. You will have to select the plan. Yeah, okay, something like that. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Or credit card number, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. And it's actually really great. They're saying that they won't even auto charge you. So once your trial is done, it's 14 days to give it a try, and then you decide whether you want to continue to pay for it or not. Okay, so here we are on the platform, which is really, really nice. Let's go ahead and
Okay. And like that's it. That's how fast Ghost is. Like it's done, it's ready to go. What do we want to do? Okay. Click on customize your design.
select a theme that we want for this. So it comes with a default theme, but I think there's another.
Click on. Change theme. Select the theme that you like most. And click.
I think we want another one that I like that's even quite better than this default one. And you can kind of explore them here. And I kind of like this one right over here, this Dawn theme. So I'm going to click on this one.
And then click install theme. I'll say theme name. Leo, do you live of pixel? What do you mean? Do you live of pixel? I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. Is there like a spelling mistake in there or something? Or do I love of pixel?
Click install Dawn. That's it, and then we'll go ahead and close it. Once we're ready to go live, we can just head on to Ghost.
We don't even need to do that. We can go, okay. So click on Ghost Pro from the left menu. Oh, do I live off of Pixel? Right. Yes, it is my sole source of income right now. And my only source, in 2022, October. So yeah, it's been 2 years now, basically. Actually, a little over 2 years. I think it was September or maybe July. I don't know. Anyways, that's when I quit my full-time job and to focus on Pixel full-time. So yes, this is my only source of income. But what I really want to do, as for the next couple months, I really want to focus on figuring out how I could really ramp up the amount of income that I'm generating because I would like to have more money, basically. So yeah. Okay, click on Ghost Pro from the left menu and then select domain.
Right over here, and we can select the plan that we want. And then once we select our plan,
and then we go click on setup custom domain. But I should tell you that I make zero income completely through YouTube. not monetized, there's no money coming in from this. I'll say yet. I mean, the plan is it would be nice to eventually to be able to get something out of it, but all my money is made through client work.
We want. And then once we select our plan, we can set up our custom domain as well too. Again, here are
Enter the domain that you want to use with Ghost. And okay, this is the same thing with giving you the domain names. Okay. And then we're going to copy all these ones. Paste. You'll be given DNS records to update in Namecheap. Log in Namecheap. Yeah, advanced. Yeah. For each record listed in Ghost. Click Add New Record. Go back to Ghost. Click on Activate.
are the DNS records that we need to use to set up. Okay, so we're going to go with beakerstudio.ca, and we're going to create our DNS records. So let's delete this one. Add a new record. CNAME, host is at, and then we're going to paste that in. And we're going to go back here. We need a record of www and this IP address. So add a new record, www, and that IP address. Oh, I did copy on correct. Copy that one, and paste that. All right, save all changes. Okay, so this might take a little bit. We're going to activate. Okay, and now our site is active.
Yeah, that's it. To active. There we go. And then that's it. The site is done. All right, that's dedication right there. Yeah. But I always like to think of it as kind of two birds with one stone, where I'm doing work that I'm going to be doing anyways. So I might as well just like document the process, and I get to build this, YouTube channel, slowly build the YouTube channel. But Rolando, how's it going? Welcome. Serious question. Why didn't you just upload the script to ChatGPT and ask him to summarize it and give you the highlights so you could develop them in order to save yourself a lot of time? Honest answer is I 100% didn't even think of doing that. So that's a really good point. I should have done that. That would have been really nice. I totally forgot. I didn't even think about it. So, I guess for next time, I don't know if ChatGPT can analyze audio, but I could still get the script from other places, because even this script isn't exactly what I said, but yeah, I guess I could get the actual transcript of the actual video. I could use that. Actually, DaVinci Resolve even has AI tools built in, so I can get the script from there. What the actual audio is, and then have ChatGPT to just put it in like a blog format. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So, yes, it can. It could do that too. So that's cool. ChatGPT gets a bad ranking because Google can see that's from ChatGPT, as far as you know. I think that the thing of what you can use ChatGPT for is you can use it as a good starting point. Like from what Rolando was saying, if I just took my video, put it in ChatGPT, and it spits out like a summary or like puts it in bullet points or whatever the case may be, I think that will give me a good starting point. I wouldn't just take that and just put it online. Like I would put my own personality and flavor or whatever to the writing so that it doesn't look like it's ChatGPT. But I think it's a really good starting point, and it's probably something I should have done to start. But yeah, it's just to summarize. It's not to develop the actual blog post. Yeah, exactly. Right. So you use it again, like we talked about this quite a few times before. Just like AI is a tool, just like any other tool that we have in order to build websites or do whatever it is that we do like in life, right? Like it's just another tool in the toolbox, and you have to know and learn how to use it in a way that makes the most sense, that allows you to get your job done and to do it well. So to use it as a tool that can help you summarize something, because this is basically what I'm doing right now. Like right now, I'm just summarizing this thing. So ChatGPT could have done this for me in like 30 seconds, but we've been on this for an hour and a half. Because once this thing is summarized, then I'm going to take this script that I've written down, and then I'm going to add some flair to it and add my own style or whatever, and just change it in a way that makes sense for me and how I want to convey the information. So it's a tool. It's a fantastic tool to help save time, but you have to use it. You have to know how to use it. And I think you're right. If you just used ChatGPT and said, hey, write me a blog post about 3 ways to post up a website, and you just literally cut and paste that and then put that on a blog and try to be successful, like that's going to fail spectacularly. So yeah. So anyways, yeah. So Leo, okay, Rolando, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So I think, again, everything's a tool, and you got to figure out what makes the most sense for you. And I totally didn't even think of using that to help Rolando. So thank you. Thanks for reminding me. Only an hour and a half too late, but that's okay. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. That being said, where are we? Okay. So we're Ghost. Okay. That's it. And then basically, right. And that's it. So we got to have some kind of summary. Very quickly. Okay. So there are. Should I? So there you have it. 3. So there you have it. 3 quick and easy ways to get your very own website up and running without writing any code, which I think is kind of the key. So having some type of table, I think, might be nice with this one. So Rolando, once the blog post is finished, if you like, you could share it with me so I can create the schema and have better positioning possibilities. Yeah, so actually I was thinking about that, because I was thinking about what to do for SEO with the actual blog posts and how I could make that dynamic. And then I was also thinking that this would be a good time to actually go on the website, since we haven't published anything in a while, but to go on there and publish the new schema stuff and just kind of put all that stuff into practice and kind of see how we go from there. So yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like a plan. But I'm even thinking too of even seeing, because of the schema that you had already sent me, to see if there's just things that I can do to figure out kind of on my own to see how I could make that make sense. But no, I definitely appreciate the offer. And yeah, we'll get to that for sure. I think that's going to be really, really good. Okay. Yeah, but no, yeah, this will be ready sometime later today, later this afternoon, I think. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. What was I thinking about? Yeah, I was thinking about maybe having some type of table where we can showcase like a cost breakdown. And maybe just think about maybe putting this in table form. So we have WordPress. And there's basically like $13 USD per month. And then WEBFLOW. Actually, I don't even. Yeah, this is kind of. And then WEBFLOW is, what was it? I think WEBFLOW was 23 USD per month. And then Ghost is $9 USD per month. If you'd like, I can share you some links and essays that I have on the subject so that you can give it a good study. Yeah, please do. Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, just email it to me or put it in the chat here. Oh, no, we can't put it in the chat. Can't put links in the chat. But yeah, if you could send me an email or whatever, that'd be amazing. Yeah, Leo, yeah, you can't send links on YouTube. Yep. Yeah, I forgot about that. which I get because you don't want people to spam stuff. By the way, a good schema cannot be dynamic without a CRM. A CRM. When you say CRM, you're talking about, like, you're not talking about, what are you talking? What are you talking about? Yeah. Do you mean a CMS? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Good. I was getting a little confused there. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have that. So, I mean, I think that's the thing too that I was thinking about when. Where are we here? Like when we're in here in this the blog posts. So I don't have anything set up now here with any kind of custom fields, but we can add whatever we want here to this collection. So whenever we make a blog post, we can have, you know, whatever information that we need to put into the schema. And then when we, well, let's just add an example here. Let's just put as an example, like whatever keyword, right? So now we have keywords, and then when we go into our, where do we want to go into? So we want to go to our blog post template here. So we have it in whether it's going to be in the head tag or whatever, it's going to be, you know, I don't know what it is. I'm totally making stuff up right now, right? But so we'll have something like this, and then if there's some value here, keyword, and then we can just add this field, and then that field will be, I should have keyword somewhere. Why don't I have keyword somewhere? Why don't I have keyword? It should be here. It should be here. Why isn't it here? Oh, hang on. There's something's up. Something up. Did I not save it? Oh, it didn't save. Okay, that was my bad. That's my bad. And there could be multiple keywords, whatever the case may be. I didn't save collection. That was my problem. Okay. Now we can go here, right? And then we can go blah, 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 keyword, right? Or whatever the case may be. And we can have other different objects and all that kind of stuff, right? So it should be pretty quick to be able to do this. So yeah. So that's the idea behind that. So we should be good to go. Okay, let's just delete that for now. Okay. All right. And is there anything else that we need for a summary? Or I wonder if a summary would be good at the start, at the top of the blog post. I watched a video not too long ago. It was from the Ahref. Oh, what are those guys' names? I don't even. Maybe I can just take a look. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can bring it up. I don't know what these. Okay, from these guys here. So they actually had. Do they have resources? Maybe it's in their blog. Do they have? They must have. They have a YouTube channel. Where's their? Do they not show? like their social. Oh, here we go. YouTube.
Hey everyone, my name is Sam O, and
So yeah, it was this video that was actually really, really cool. This was a great video
Imagine making 20,000.
where it was like a real life case study of this guy who has a website. Well, obviously. And then he was just showing all these organic traffic, and then he was just like completely dying. And then I guess they came in for them to try to talk to him about how he could like revive it, because there's something with the content that he was generating. And I think he was doing stuff with shoes or whatever, but then he was just showing about like how to write a blog post. And what they told him was that a lot of other, like his competitors, were out competing him in search, were that they would have like these boxes of comparable things, like where people can just kind of search away and like filter out and get to the information that they wanted right away. So they were saying basically like on his blog post, he should have some type of like a tabular. Just trying to see if I can find a good image of it. Yeah, I think this is the best thing I could find. Is just to have some kind of thing like this that people can interact with and get the information they want to as quickly as possible. So I thought it was a pretty, it was a pretty interesting video just to showcase, how, well, number one, how the YouTube search algorithm changes all the time, but what you can do within your post to make that post more relevant to people. So then the question that I would have to ask is, what are people going to be searching in order to like find this content, and how do I make sure that they get the information they want as quickly as possible? And yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if a table of like, hey, what are the cost benefit ratios of each platform, like outlining it really, really quickly. And then, even having links to WordPress, Ghost, and WEBFLOW, and then they can click down and then they can find the steps, right? And they can just go through the steps. So, which is kind of why I'm trying to think about not having so much fluff in the content, because I don't know how important that is. I don't know. Again, this whole stuff is it's really interesting, and it's going to be a learning process to figure out what's going to work here, and what's going to resonate with both people and search, which I think I need to think of it as being the same. Like if it resonates with search, then it's going to resonate with people because it's matching the people to the content that they want. So, by the way, please add frequently asked questions to Blogspot. That's another easy way to rank the post. So when you say Blogspot, do you actually mean the website Blogspot, or do you mean to add an FAQ to like my own personal, to the blog itself? So, the blog post. Okay. So add an FAQ. So when you're saying add an FAQ, are you, is it an FAQ like at the end? And am I just making up questions that people might be asking and like, put it in some kind of like an accordion thing? So can you give me an example of like a blog post that's like does really well with SEO and that like ranks really high for whatever specific keyword, and that has those that has an FAQ? I'd just love to see that. Yeah, at the end. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. I'll just say I've never seen that before. But so at the end, so I had it frequently asked questions. Okay, yeah. So I'll add that. I'll for sure add that at the end and see how that see what that does. But I guess what you're saying, or I think what that would do, would be that Google might pick up the fact that, hey, these are like a question that somebody might type into search might be shown in that content, right? So that Google might pick that up and be like, if someone searches for, hey, what's the best, say I have the FAQ, like what's the best platform to start a site, for free or for cheap or whatever. And then I have that same question in the FAQs, and then I just give the answer. Then maybe that'll help. Maybe if that's what is that kind of what that does? That's just my thoughts. I don't know. I could be way off. On that. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Anyways, I'll add that in there, and we'll see how that goes. And that's something too that we can put in. We can make that dynamic. In that, for every post, we can add it into the database, right? So again, if I go back here, and we just add this to the database for the blog posts. No, not there. Here. So if we go in here, if we add, question 1, question 2, or whatever, and then throw those into, and then make sure that they always go into the blog post, right? You can also add FAQ schema to the blog post page, so you can compete for 2 positions. So it's competing for positions. Okay, so I don't know anything about that like when you're saying competing for 2 positions. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that means. I think it has something to do with, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have lots to learn. We'll just send over the materials. I need to read and I need to learn. So we can figure this out. Yeah. One thing outside of, publishing content on a daily basis, I've been really thinking about how do we tie all of this stuff into helping Pixel be able to get some more clients and to get some more client work, because that would be something that, again, that's on the list of things that I want to do. Like, obviously, yes, I want to be able to sell some Pixel pieces and sell memberships to that. But again, as we always talked about, there comes a point in time too where you got to put food on the table, and like, let's say that's going to take 6 months to get that going. We still need to get a couple clients here and there as well too. So that's why I still have it in my plan to spend 1 day a week reaching out to potential clients and customers. So it's just going to be figuring out what's going to be the best way to do that. If I should do cold calling, or if I should give them free content in terms of like a website review or a website audit, and just send them an email to it. So I don't know. There's lots of things that I'm thinking about doing. I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that out there now because I was thinking about it. And, if you guys ever have any, I guess you could say advice, or just any ideas as to what you would like to see me try and see me do, and then we can give it a try. So anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. So Rolando, yes, I'll send them to you. It took me a little over 1.5 years to learn them, but keep in mind that English is not my native language, and in Spanish, there's no content regarding the topic. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I would imagine then using the translation tools that are out there right now, they're still, because it's a technical document, I would imagine that they don't give the best translations. And even if your translation is like 80% good, you're probably losing a whole lot in translation. You're probably missing out on the core, like, information that, whatever it is you're reading is trying to provide for you. And that's great. So like, I'm happy to sit down and extract that 1.5 years of learning from you. If I could learn that in 24 hours, that's fantastic. And that's what's really great. It's when people get together that have different set of skills and they talk and, they help each other. And that's what I've always been saying kind of on this channel, that the whole purpose is, for us, for people that are wanting to learn business and do good in business and all that kind of stuff around web or whatever, that we can all work together, learn from each other, and get to where we want to go that much faster. So always looking forward to that and having those conversations. And, like I've always said, if there's ever anything that I can do to help anybody out there in terms of whether you want to see me cover something on this live stream or anything to do with what I'm talking about, just always happy to have those conversations. So that's great. So we have 8 minutes, 8 minutes until WEBFLOW conference is going to get fired up and get started. So I think I'm going to load that up while I'm just doing the rest of my work. So, but I'm going to take the rest 8 minutes here and just probably have a little bit of lunch or something to eat and just work on this blog post as I'm just listening to the WEBFLOW conference. And then with that as well, to try to see if there's anything that I can come up with in terms of quick videos to do now that, WEBFLOW is kind of, obviously people are going to be talking a lot about it online and on YouTube or whatever. So maybe there's some videos that we can pump out here in the next couple days based on whatever they say. So if you're going to the WEBFLOW conference, I will see you in there. Actually, I have no idea. What's like. I'm sure maybe we won't see it. I don't know. I don't even know what platform they're using. But we'll see. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go. All right, guys. Rolando, Leo, Kevin, thank you so much. Oh, Leo, I think it's helpful enough for you from your site making content for us to entertain us. I think it's helpful enough. Okay, sorry. I think it's helpful enough from your site making content. Oh, just making content. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. But again, too, honestly, if there's seriously anything that you want me to cover, though, at any time, not just right now, but whenever in the future, just let me know. I'm happy to do whatever I can, to do what I can to help. That's what I love to do. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy the conference if you're going to it. And as always, I'll be back here again tomorrow for a brand new stream. Until then, take care. We'll see you tomorrow.